Welcome, brave souls, to a realm where curiosity and terror go hand in hand. Picture this: the stillness of the night, whispers of forgotten lore, and 5 spine-chilling rituals you should never play. Each more haunting than the last, these games are not for the faint of heart. They invite the unknown, they beckon the otherworldly. But remember, once begun, there's no turning back. So steel your nerves and prepare for a journey into the eerie and unexplainable. Are you ready to delve into the unknown? Let's begin our countdown. At number 5, we have a psychologically thrilling ritual originating from Korea, known as the elevator game. This game, steeped in mystery and suspense, is said to transport you to a different realm, a parallel universe, if you will. Sounds intriguing, right? But like all things that seem too good to be true, it comes with a hefty price. The rules are seemingly simple. You must find a building with at least 10 floors and an elevator. You then have to enter the elevator alone and press the buttons in a specific sequence. Start from the 1st floor, then ascend to the 4th. Descend to the 2nd, climb again to the 6th. Go back to the 2nd, ascend to the 10th, and finally return to the 5th floor. If done correctly, when you press the button for the 1st floor, the elevator will instead ascend to the 10th. This is where the game truly begins. The 10th floor, they say, is a gateway to a different dimension. But here's the catch. You might meet a woman on the 5th floor. She might try to draw you out or ask where you're going. No matter what she does or says, do not respond. She is not what she seems. Once you reach the 10th floor, you're free to explore, but remember, this isn't your world. It's a cold, silent place, devoid of life except for a red cross visible in the distance. To return, you must use the same elevator and press the buttons in the same sequence. Once back on the 1st floor, check your surroundings carefully. If anything seems off, even slightly, do not exit the elevator. Repeat the sequence until everything is as it should be. This eerie game, while alluring, is not for the faint of heart. It's said that some who have played have disappeared, never to be found again. Others report feeling a lingering sense of being watched long after the game is over. One wrong move in this game, and you may find yourself lost in a world you can't escape. Coming in at number 4, we have a spine-chilling Japanese ritual, one-man hide-and-seek. This is not your ordinary childhood game of hide-and-seek. It's far more eerie and unsettling. It's a game you play with a doll, a game where you're not just seeking, but also hiding from the unknown. The ritual begins with you, a doll, and a grain of your courage. The doll is not just any toy. It's a vessel, a placeholder for a spirit you are about to invite. You give it a name, any name but your own, and then submerge it in water. The game starts at 3 in the morning, the witching hour, when the boundary between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. You tell the doll it's it, and you go hide. You count to 10, and then you seek. You're not just seeking a doll, but also the entity you've invited into it. The doll isn't supposed to be found easily. It's said to move on its own, changing its hiding place. And when you find it, you must end the game promptly, thanking the spirit for playing and urging it to return to its realm. But it's not always as simple as it sounds. Many who have attempted this ritual have reported unsettling experiences. Some found the doll in places they hadn't hidden it. Others heard whispers in the dark, and some even claimed to have seen their doll moving. They warn of the game going horribly wrong if not played correctly, of the spirit refusing to leave, of the game turning into a real-life nightmare. This isn't just a game, it's a ritual with consequences. That's why it's considered one of the most chilling rituals you should never play. It's not about winning or losing, it's about surviving the game. Remember, in this game, you're not just hiding from a doll, but possibly from your worst nightmares. At number 3, we bring you a ritual that might just lead you to your subconscious, the 3 Kings. Venturing into the heart of our list, we find ourselves face to face with a ritual that is as much a psychological experiment as it is a supernatural game. Known as the 3 Kings, this ritual is a journey to the depths of your own psyche, a place where your deepest fears and secrets reside. Picture this: you're alone in a room, flanked by 2 mirrors. The room is dark, save for a single candle flickering in the void. This is the setup of the 3 Kings ritual, a stage set for a confrontation with your own subconscious. You sit on a throne, so to speak, between 2 mirrors at precisely 3:33 in the morning, the witching hour. With a candle as your only source of light, you stare into the mirror and the game begins. Players who have dared to participate in this eerie ritual report a wide range of experiences. Some claim to see their reflections take on a life of their own, adopting expressions or movements that they themselves are not making. Others describe hearing whispers or feeling an unseen presence in the room. And then there are those who claim to have had full-blown conversations with entities that they believe to be their own subconscious. What makes this ritual particularly chilling is not the potential for supernatural encounters, but the possibility of confronting aspects of yourself that you may have buried deep within. It's like opening a door to a part of your mind that is usually locked away, revealing secrets and fears that you may not even know you have. The Three Kings ritual is a terrifying psychological journey. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's a game of mirrors, shadows, and the hidden corners of your own mind. It promises a glimpse into the unknown, but remember, the unknown might just be a part of yourself that you're not ready to meet. Dare to play, and you might just face a part of yourself you've never known. At number 2, we have a ritual that has terrified generations, Bloody Mary. This ritual is steeped in eerie folklore, its roots tangled in tales of a vengeful spirit named Mary. Legend has it that she appears in the mirror when her name is chanted 3 times in a dimly lit room. The ritual is simple enough, but the consequences? They're the stuff of nightmares. You stand in front of a mirror with only a flickering candle for light. You then repeat Bloody Mary 3 times, each utterance an invitation for a spectral visit. Whispers of this ritual have circulated around campfires and sleepovers, terrifying the young and old alike. Accounts vary, some reporting a horrifying figure ravaged by time and fury, others speak of a woman drenched in blood. She is said to be vengeful, her wrath sparked by the audacity of those who dare to summon her. Personal experiences with this ritual have varied wildly. Some have reported chilling sensations, a feeling of being watched, or even the mirror clouding over. Others speak of more terrifying encounters, of the mirror cracking, of a blood-curdling scream, or worse, of Mary herself reaching out from the mirror. This ritual is a chilling reminder that some things are better left alone. So next time you find yourself alone in a dimly lit room with a mirror, think twice before you utter her name. Think twice before you utter Bloody Mary. And now, the most terrifying ritual of all, at number 1, the Midnight Game. This game traces its roots back to an old pagan ritual utilized as a punishment for those who dared to disobey the gods. Now it's become a chilling pastime for thrill seekers and horror enthusiasts alike. The rules of the Midnight Game are simple, yet haunting. At the stroke of midnight, you write your full name on a piece of paper, prick your finger to draw a single drop of blood, and place it on the paper. You then light a candle and place it on top of the paper. After knocking on your door 22 times, with the final knock landing precisely as the clock chimes midnight, you open the door, blow out the candle, and invite the Midnight Man into your home. The game then begins. You must wander your darkened house, candle in hand, avoiding the Midnight Man at all costs until 3:33 a.m. If your candle goes out, it means the Midnight Man is near, and you have 10 seconds to relight it, or surround yourself with a circle of salt for protection. Failure to do either results in the Midnight Man, causing you to experience your deepest, darkest fears until the game ends. Tales of horrifying encounters with the Midnight Man are numerous. Players report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, seeing grotesque hallucinations, and even experiencing physical harm. The most terrifying part? There's no way to prove whether these accounts are real or the product of the mind playing tricks in the dark. Warnings about this ritual are equally as chilling. It's said that once you invite the Midnight Man into your home, he may choose to stay, even after the game has ended. And while it may just be a game, the psychological effects of fear and anticipation can have lasting impacts. So if you're considering playing the Midnight Game, think twice. Remember, once you invite the Midnight Man into your home, there's no guarantee he will ever leave. There you have it, the top 5 rituals you should never dare to play. The Elevator Game with its eerie, otherworldly journey. One-man hide and seek where you're never alone. Three Kings, a chilling plunge into your subconscious. Bloody Mary, where mirrors become portals to the unknown. And finally, the Midnight Game, a terrifying chase that lasts till dawn. Remember, curiosity may have its thrill, but some doors, once opened, can never be closed.